myself or any of the admissions teams. We do have Shadon, Denise, and Dave. So you probably worked with one of these individuals, but we're here for you the entire time. I know you'll be transitioning over to the academic side. You'll be transitioning over to working with your program director and your teachers, but we're still here for you. So if you guys need anything throughout the whole process, please let us know. We're here to help. And you can always come find us or shoot us a quick text. One thing that is really important is that attendance matters, especially if you're online or on campus. Either way, you guys are getting a wealth of knowledge, and so it's really important that you're attending classes. When you're doing the hands-on portion, you can't make up hands-on time, so you really have to be here. You can't miss any more than 3 days per month. Now, the dean and your program directors will go over all of this more detail. The biggest thing is stay in communication with us. If you know you're going to miss more than 3 days, let us know. Reach out to us. We can try to help you the best way we can, but that just requires you to stay in communication. If you guys have any questions after this is over, you have any one of our contact information. We will be able to walk you through any of the PowerPoint slides or be able to give you anything you might have missed. But I hope you guys enjoy the orientation. If you have any questions, please reach out afterwards.
So first and foremost, welcome. Glad to have you all. I had a technology issue because I don't know how to unmute my own computer. Appreciate each and every one of you picking our institution. We are here to help you and are excited to have you as part of our institution. I'm going to introduce you to some folks that I have on my team. You guys saw Miss Allison Summers. Next, I would like to introduce you to my management team. First, I'm going to introduce you to Mr. Pilati because he's sitting here right next to me.
Hey guys, I'll be back with you in a few minutes to go over a lot of things about academics and attendance.
Next, I would like to introduce you to our financial aid director. Many of you have probably spoken to her on multiple occasions. Her name is Ms. Tina Jackson-Hecox. So if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, Ms. Tina.
Thank you. So I am Tina Jackson-Hecox. I am the Director of Financial Aid, like Mr. Van Horn just said. So it's my job to ensure that you have all of the financial support that you need from us, that you have the packaging and the funds to help you throughout your process here throughout the school. We do have an open door policy here at the school. So if you ever need anything, also, if you could, sometimes you'll be on campus, I might give you a green slip or a red slip. That just means I need to see you. So if you could please just respond to those, it is helpful, and I might just need a signature or something from you. So, but again, congratulations and
All right, next I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to our Director of Student Services, Ms. JJ Peterson.
Hey everyone, I am JJ Peterson. I'm the Director of Student Services. So our department is here to make your life easier while you're on campus and while you're trying to better yourself. May that be any resources that you need, whether that's a survivor job while you're here, or any resources such as daycare for your babies or transportation, we have links to those resources for you. We are also the fun department. We try to keep things fun, and so you're not just coming to school and doing a whole bunch of studying. So we do student appreciation every
Stop.
I guess next I'll go ahead and introduce you to Ms. Kelly Maccabee. She's our bursar and registrar. Her job is to ensure that we get the transcripts that we need for you. So go ahead, Ms. Kelly, take it over. Let me just go to Tina.
Oh,
Just go ahead and take it over.
Hey guys, I'm back. This is Chris Pilati. I am the Dean of Academics. I got a few things to talk to you about. I'm focusing mostly on academics and attendance. I want to start out with the attendance policy. So it's important to understand that for attendance, we do monitor your attendance closely. You have a requirement to be here for at least 80% of your classes. We do keep it. We do keep track of that. We mentioned a very hands-on approach. Your teacher will call you if you're absent. They will encourage you to call in if you're not feeling well and can't make it. But if you're not here, we are going to chase you down. We do take attendance very seriously here so that you maintain the attendance policy. If you fall below that attendance policy, you will not complete your program. You will not graduate. With regard to the uniform policy, you should be working with your academic coordinator to obtain your scrubs when we go fully on campus, which we hope to happen very soon, perhaps in June. When you're here, you're expected to be in full uniform with your scrubs. We'll get into greater detail about what that is specifically, but that is required. You can't just show up one day and your scrubs are dirty and come to campus in jeans and a t-shirt. This is something that's required. Ms. Peterson mentioned some of the fun things she does. We will have dress down days when you might be able to wear something else, but otherwise your scrubs is your uniform. You'll be required to do that, wear those every day. Your instructor is going to provide you with a syllabus. The syllabus will outline each course and the grading requirements for that course. It includes a pre-test and a post-test. Before the course starts, we're going to give you a pre-test to see how much you know about the subject. We don't expect you to do very well. It does not count. Afterwards, we're going to give you a post-test. And the post-test is going to be measured against the pre-test just so we can show you how much knowledge you've attained from that particular course. That post-test just does count for 5% of your grade. Again, that pre-test does not count for anything. You might have heard about when from financial aid, I heard them mention that you may not be admitted to class should they be looking for you and need your assistance to resolve your account. You could get a do not admit slip, which if you have not responded to that individual, you may not be admitted to class until you have met with that person. There is with regard to the class schedule, they are not the same for all programs. However, they are posted in every classroom, the class times, the break times for every class. Generally, we're starting about 8:45 a.m., finishing about 2:45 p.m. to 3 p.m. The new medical assistant program does run Monday through Friday, 8:45 to 2:45. We do pay very close attention to your academic progress. Every semester, which is once every 4 months, we are going to run a satisfactory academic progress report to see where your GPA stands. A GPA being 2.0 for C, 3.0 for B, 4.0 for A. If you fall below 2.0, you will come to my attention and I will meet with you. You may be placed on academic probation until your GPA goes back above 2.0. For those of you doing very well, which I hope is most of you, every semester we will award you to the honor roll if you attain a GPA of 3.5 or higher. If you attain a GPA of 3.75 or higher, you will be listed on the dean's list. Those go up on the wall on campus. You'll get a certificate for that. So those are really great things to strive for. They should be added to your resume so that your future employers are aware of your academic accomplishments. Areas where you can get into trouble, specifically with me, involve academics, attendance, and behavior. You could be placed on probation for trouble in any of those particular areas, including up to including dismissal. So again, academics falling below 2.2, attendance falling below the 80% requirement we talked about, and behavior, just basically conduct yourself in a proper adult manner here. Act like a good citizen, be kind to others, and we'll never have those issues. We do have other areas where we can accommodate you should you run into problems. We have leave of absences and other policies that if you get into trouble and need a break from school, you don't necessarily need to drop out. We can work with you. So please speak with me if you do have any of those type of issues. We do have a specific re-entry process to get you back active and resuming your schedule. It is a disruption in your program if you need to do this. So I strongly encourage you to try to avoid that, but we can accommodate you if there is a dire need. With regard to your grades, they will be posted at the end of each course. They're also available online. I do want to take a moment to talk about Blackboard because we are in an online situation now. We are just with the next course starting to move into a hybrid situation with bringing some of the laboratory work back onto campus and then hopefully a full transition back onto campus. In your email, you will find an attachment that's titled Online Orientation. That provides a step-by-step procedure on how to access Blackboard and get into your class online. I encourage you to contact your instructor if you need further instruction. Our instructors are working here on campus with students, walking them through Blackboard, sitting right next to them in our media center on their computer and giving them guidance and assistance with Blackboard. I strongly encourage you to pursue your instructor if you need that assistance, but do walk yourself through that online orientation attachment. It's a PowerPoint and it does have frame by frame, step by step instructions for Blackboard. Other various information to share with you. I do mention we on occasion will have dress down days. We have the student appreciation days. Some other things I would like you to be aware of. We are a fully accredited program by both ACC, SC, and in the case of the MA program, ABHES. What this means is that we are required to graduate a certain percentage of you from our program to maintain our accreditation. If we do not do that, if we are not successful in graduating the large majority of you, then we lose our accreditation. So there are certain standards in place for this academic institution. This includes putting you in jobs within your field of study. So for example, we have a minimum standard to reach to put you straight to work in the field you studied in after you graduate. If we don't attain this standard, again, we would lose our accreditation. So currently, we maintain ourselves as a proud accredited academic institution because we do maintain those standards. Other things to be available here, resources that are available to you. We have tutoring available to you. We have tutoring available to you if you're struggling and fall below the 2.0 grade point average requirement. If you have a B and you wish you came here to get a B+ or an A, we have tutoring available to raise your grade. We have fully online library with millions and millions of resources available at your fingertips through here at the Media Center, through Blackboard when you're on your computer at home. We can demonstrate that to you, but just know that you have unlimited resources for your studies. All of you except for the massage therapy program are going to finish your course here, your program here in externship. So for the medical assistant students and the farm tech students, that's going to include 8 weeks of 40 hours per week in externship with one of our local healthcare provider employer partners. For the medical billing and coding program, that's going to be 4 weeks at 40 hours or 160 hours with one of our employer partners. Again, I encourage you to please ask for help if you need it. We have instructors on campus. We have all the administrative people you just met here today on campus. If you have a pen handy, please write down my phone number, 843-790-6225, or just call the campus and ask for me, Chris Pilati, and I can arrange help for you. Let's see. Can I unmute everyone and open up to questions or something? Where's that?
People are staying at home. Many of life's moments are being.
Hey guys, I just unmuted everyone's microphone. So at this time, I'd be happy to take any questions.
So, I don't know if I missed that part, but do we have any well, when do our books come in for class?
Right.
Online?
If I could ask if the person asking a question, and then everyone else mute your line. So that way if you have a question, then we can make sure that we answer it appropriately.
When do we get our books and stuff, since we're doing online classes as of right now? So are they being shipped out to us, or?
If you have completed financial aid and you've attended today's orientation, we're going to make sure that we print out a list. If you've attended orientation and you've completed your financial aid, we are going to make sure that all books are to you via 2-day delivery. And it will be sent to the address. What I will do is I'll make sure that the admissions coordinators verify the address that we have in the system prior to mailing it. So they will be in contact with you today to verify the address that you would like to have your book shipped. And then what we will do is work with our bookstore to make sure that all of your books and supplies and all materials, as well as scrubs and those type of things, are sent to you, sent to your attention with the address that we have on file.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? What we will do is we'll also contact you. Good question regarding the schedules. Typically, you would have gotten those today. What we can do is we can make sure that I work with our registrar and the dean, Mr. Pilati, to email each of you a copy of your schedule. What other questions do we have? No other questions? All right. If you do have questions or concerns, just feel free to call the campus. We're here to help you. Pretty much all of our staff are here this week. Faculty are on spring break. They have a couple more days of spring break, and then they'll be back on campus on Monday. So we're all here to help you. The only people that are on spring break are the faculty. The rest of the staff are going to be will be here on campus to assist you. I just got a question from Lachey. Your classes will be, everything will be on the Blackboard. So your course materials and those type of things, like Mr. Pilati explained We sent each and every one of you an email with a PowerPoint, just basically teaching you how to access your Blackboard. What we will do is we will make sure that we have contact with everyone to ensure that they feel comfortable with logging into Blackboard. But the course materials and everything will be held through Blackboard. And then instructors tend to get a little bit creative. But depending on the classes that you're in, I know we have some new class or a lab class that will be on campus for some of our pharmacy students. We have a sterile processing class. Some of the lab aspects of that will be on campus. So I don't know if that'll answer some of the questions. I just got an email or just got a question from Chris. Okay, so what I will do is I'll make sure that I re-verify that there is an attachment to the email. They should have went to both your student email and to your personal email just in case. But for whatever reason, we will make sure that we get that back out to you today. If you didn't, I will make sure that I talk to Miss Allison to make sure that she does add the attachment, because I'm having several notifications that there was no attachment. Any other questions? If you need anything at all, as Ms. Tina reiterated, is that we have an open door policy here. Each and every one of us are available to ensure that you are able to be successful. And that's our key, is to see you go across the stage at graduation when you complete your course. Just got a couple more questions that came through. If you don't have access to email, just make sure you give us a call, and what we can do is talk you through what your class schedule is. You can come to campus if you need to. We're here to help you. Couple other questions that I received, just trying to go through them here. I apologize. The expectation is that we will be able to host live classes back on campus by June. The biggest thing to each and every one of you is your safety. That's what's important to us as well as the school. So we want to make sure that we keep you guys safe, as well as our faculty and our staff. And when we can return to campus, our goal is that we will return to campus no later than June next month. And campus or classes that have a lab component, we will be hosting on campus this month, and kind of trying to teach the lab components on campus and then transition the lecture base back to campus over the next month or so. Lachey, I will make sure that we contact you to answer that specific question that you just sent. Any other questions? All right. Go ahead, Chris. Okay. Well, why don't you just stay on, and then if you don't have any other questions, just go ahead and you're free to go. I appreciate each and every one of you, and we look forward to helping you pursue your next career. Talk to you all soon.